hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And I have with me Michelle Marie from Astrological Tarot. Hey.
Hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It's a pleasure for me whenever you come on because it's they're lovely reads, and the good energy and all that. Yeah, I
Mhm.
love it. I love it. So, what's been happening on in your corner of the world?
Oh my goodness, lots of stuff. Well, I've just been doing a lot of planning and coordinating and things like that. So I've been working on my mantra oracle deck and mantra practice. I've been working on,
Nice.
I've already finished my book, but I'm going over that a few more times before I send it off to Llewellyn, hopefully in May. And gosh, just a lot of little things that take up the day. Like it's tax season, things like that. So, making sure the car is up to date, and my husband is actually looking to start a new project as well. So we've been working on that. So lots of
Beautiful,
things. It's been interesting. It's been fun. So,
beautiful,
and I'm also
perfect.
doing
Yeah.
a deep dive into major catastrophic events in the United States in astrology. So I've been doing a bit of a dissertation on that and having a lot of fun with it.
Oh,
So
oh, that would be
yeah.
interesting.
The world wars and major conflicts that we've had in the US, including Vietnam, are all linked to COVID. So I thought that was cool. So,
Wow.
yeah, it was like all of these yogas are taking place and all of these wars and conflicts. So just being able to kind of find a pattern, and then when you see it, it's like, okay, here's when it's coming. So that's kind of what I'm working on. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. Can't wait to hear more about that. That
Yeah.
that is going to be really, really interesting because yeah, I mean nothing happens in a vacuum, right?
No.
Everything is connected, and it's just a matter of looking for the signs, recognizing the signs, and knowing what to do with them, right?
Mhm.
How to take advantage of them, and or how to lessen their impact and all that good stuff. So
Yes, and the remedies and all of that too, so we can prepare for
yes,
them for sure. And so,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm just quickly going to say hello to some of the folks that have joined us, and thank you all of you for being here. This is wonderful. I really enjoy your energy, and I know Michelle does too. So this is fantastic. So Joyful Journey is here. Harley is here. Imelda is here. Who else? Linda Age. Hello, Linda Age. And Linda is a subscriber. And Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. Hello, Sherry. Nice to have you back with us. And let's see, who else do we have? Louise Fode, who's a member. Laura Hammond Davis, who's a member. Hello. Marby Gangora, Kathleen Bourgeois, uh, Joyful Journey. Amanda Carrion is a member. Hey, nice to see you, Amanda. And Jimka, greetings from Argentina. Greetings. Absolutely. Welcome.
welcome.
Yeah, Rose Blue is here. Hello, Rose Blue. Amanda Carroll, who's a member. Hello, Amanda Carroll. And yeah, Swampy 63, Plucky Heroine, Jane the Seeker, um, Amanda Carrion, Kristen Louise, and Success, and Plucky Heroine. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Thank you. And thank you, Michelle, for being here and sharing this. This is great. This is great. And hello, Teacher Barbara. Hello, hello. And Sharon's site, of course. We don't function without Sharon's help. So yeah, yeah. Okay. And hold on, just let me see if I can. Whoops. I see that there is yeah, there's a couple comments. We will be able to do some readings for you guys. So if you wanted to post any questions, please put it um, in all caps. That way it gets my attention and I don't miss it. Number one. Number two. Oh, I'm Shreda, says Michelle. You look amazing tonight.
Oh, thank you. I'm just
Yes, he
saying thank you
does.
in the chat there.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my Twitch followers. So
Oh, perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
I love
Yeah.
Twitch. They're great.
Excellent. And joyful journey. Okay. So yeah, the only thing that I will ask, and I'll keep please guys keep this in mind. If you ask a question, be here when we read on you, or I'll just skip you because it's not you know, we do this for free. So if we're going to expend the energy, the least you could do is be here when we do it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's, you know, it's kind of a in your face way of saying it, but it kind of is. So
Yes. And I have it
yeah,
set that you need to be a subscriber to answer question on my face on my page. So if you're seeing that your question isn't going through, it's because you're not a subscriber. So if you
yeah,
subscribe, you can get the question answered. So
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And oh, and teacher Barbara, I think would like a reading. All I saw was please and thank you. So I presume that that's what it is. And Amanda Carrion, absolutely. Yes, joyful journey. It's only fair. you know, I, so now having said that, I know sometimes things happen and connections are lost. And, you know, I mean, right, life gets in the way. But
Mhm.
yeah, there you go. So I don't know about the rest of you, but how have you all been feeling with the energy that has been going on? Yeah.
It's been April's an intense month, guys. So if you're
Yeah.
really feeling it, that's what's going on. Did you want me to go into the energies at all, Marina? Or
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
okay, well, I've got everything ready
Absolutely.
just in case. So, if you
Oh,
guys want to
good.
know what happened the last month or so, you can follow my channel at Astrological Tarot. I do a short as events come up. So this one's coming up tomorrow. We have a Venus Rahu, that's the North Node conjunction, and it's taking place in Pisces. And this falls in the nakshatra of Ravati. So this is Vedic astrology. And individually, you can feel drawn toward worldly pleasures, unconventional relationships, but beware of illusions and deception because of Rahu's energy. I say this to all the light workers. He's running through Pisces and he can be a little bit of an imp, so to speak. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So collectively, this alignment signifies a lot of societal desires for material wealth and indulgence, but it can lead to instability and scandals. You can reflect on the role of Pushan. He's the devata of Ravati, and he guides souls without fear to other realms after they pass away. So from the human experience. So this symbolized the need for spiritual discernment within our material pursuits because we don't get to take any of this stuff with us. We only get to take
Yeah.
our whatever we learned here with us. Okay. So you can incorporate Vedic remedies such as chanting mantras for Venus or Rahu. You can practice detachment during this time. You can seek spiritual guidance and just navigate this period with clarity and wisdom by staying in spirit without allowing yourself to become untethered. And I'll give you a really good mantra for Venus.
Perfect.
Om Shukraya Namaha. And this one's for Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. And you can say Rahu's mantra on a Saturday and Venus's mantra on a Friday, or you can just say them tomorrow as well if you're really feeling this energy. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have a Venus Mercury conjunction. So Mercury's not too far away from this. And that is happening in Pisces and Ravati Nakshatra on the 19th. Okay. So that brings a little bit more complex energy our way because Mercury's again still retrograde. So we can experience a lot of heightened
Yes.
creativity and intuition, but we have to be aware of those misunderstandings and emotional fluctuations. Collectively, there's a lot of potential for miscommunication and financial instability during this time. So make sure to not make any big changes there for entertainment purposes only. You can reflect on Pushyan. Again, I mentioned that he's the deity that guides our soul without fear.
Yeah.
And he brings a lot of clarity amidst confusion because when people die, it can be a very scary thing. And soul is there, the guardian angel, Pushyan, however you see him will show up and help you. So if you incorporate that kind of self soul nurturing into your your mindset, it's a little easier to get through some of these energies. There are Vedic remedies such as meditation, mantras. You can seek guidance from spiritual mentors to navigate this period with discernment, and use this time for inner reflection, spiritual growth, because there's a lot of complexities about worldly desires and aspirations right now, especially after the eclipse. And then on Tuesday, we're going to celebrate something called Hanuman Jayanti, and I'll go a little bit more into that. But we've got a lot coming on. Then we have a full moon in Libra Swati on the 23rd. So lots of stuff coming our way, but we've got this. And again, April is a up and down month. I was just telling Marina that when Jupiter moves into Taurus in May, that's going to be great for us. And if you have any planets in Taurus or Libra, because Venus rules those, you're going to feel a little bit of a reprieve, especially if you're experiencing any physiological effects like headaches and things like that. So Jupiter can take care of those things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, you know what? We've had a little bit of a heads up. So now we kind of know what to expect. And that's really good. Yeah. That is wonderful.
And I have these for free on my channel in the form of shorts. Almost every time something comes up, I'll go ahead and I'll post it so you guys can stay up to date. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, not only to my channel, but to Michelle's as well. And I have all her information in the description of the video. So you can just, link to her, to her YouTube channel. And then you can see all the shorts that she posts. And they're great. They're just like a minute, maybe 2 at the most, but they pack a lot of information.
They're all under a minute.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So it's really, really good. And Teacher Barbara has a headache tonight. I feel you, girl. I do. Yeah. And Joan, hey, Joan, she said, I appreciate the wonderful reading with you today. You are more than welcome. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. I really enjoyed it. So, all righty. So, you know what? We did have a question that that kind of goes along with what we were talking about, and it's a good question. Okay, and it's from Amanda Carroll, and she says, I have a basic question. When someone says look for where Aries is in your chart, do they mean what planets are in Aries or something else around the wheel?
Okay, so when you look in Aries, Aries is a sign, and every sign operates a certain number of houses or so. And Vedic is a little different than Western, but in your case, if you look at Aries, are there any planets in Aries, and what house is Aries in? So you would see if there are any planets in your 9th house that were affected by Aries. And that's how you would. And I saw Amanda on Gerald's show earlier today. We were all talking about Aries. So yeah. So it's the beginning of the zodiac, and you basically, you take your ascendant, that's the start, and the 9th sign from your ascendant would be Aries. And so you would look to see if there's any planets in there and to see what was going on. Like I told people during the last eclipse, look where things are going on in sidereal Pisces or Western Aries to see where it's affecting you. If you're a Western Aries 9th house is father. It's gurus, it's mentorship, and it's also long distance travel. So you can expect some major events in those areas, Amanda. So
there you go. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope that answers your question, Amanda, and for everyone else who's wondering and yeah.
And Teacher Barbara, Aries is my north node. You had what was called a nodal return, and it was an eclipse. I had this in 2017 or 18, where I had an eclipse on my birthday. I had an eclipse on my birthday. I think it was 18, July 27th, 2018, I believe. And it happened in that house, and it was amazing. I met my guru. A lot of great things happened, but I also had a lot of material loss. So just be aware of that. So it's not always, sometimes you have to get rid of some of the material to make room for the spiritual. So
yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All righty. So let me check and see. We're going to start off with Louise Fote, who is a member. And if you're a member on my channel, one of the benefits of membership is you get to jump the queue. So your questions go first. And there you go. You're more than welcome, Amanda. Yeah. So Louise would like a reading. Okay. And I was beforehand, when I was thinking of what deck I wanted to use, I had the inner child oracle that just kind of said, pick me, pick me.
Yeah,
So that's,
that fits my cards, Marina.
oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's
Okay, go
awesome.
ahead.
I got the strength card for your first card. So you are pushing through something. I said, what does she need to be strong about? I got the magician. You have everything you need to be successful, Louise. Okay. This is the card. This is the master craftsman. You have all the tools in your toolkit to solve the current problem that you're in right now. And so I asked, so then what's the block for Louise? So I got 9 of wands. Okay. This is the past wounds card. Okay. You have the tenacity to face future challenges, but you were knocked down a little bit in the past, and it's keeping you from, making you doubt your ability. That's why I got the magician before this card. So your experiences have granted you invaluable wisdom, even if it was really hard earned. This is my wounded warrior card. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're well positioned for self-defense and resilience against those forthcoming trials. Just to give you an idea, my first husband was a thief. Okay. And so that experience taught me how to set boundaries and protect myself financially and at work and other things like that. I had an attack last year, didn't get through my defenses because I went through that experience. This is you. You've got great boundaries up, respect them because they're going to protect your beautiful gifts. Companionship is in it during adversity is really crucial. So make sure that you're not going through this healing process alone. And mutual support will strengthen your defenses. That's why I think I got the strength card. Okay. Because pulling a thorn out of the paw is never an easy thing to do. Okay. So they're saying embrace the solidarity of shared strength found in close alliances. So find someone that you can really, really trust one-on-one, that you know isn't going to share this with anybody, and just bounce some stuff off of them. And maybe they can give you some better boundaries, or just how do I say this, an outside perspective of the situation. Okay. But there is definitely inner child work that needs to be done, because that's kind of the block that I'm seeing. I got Aquarius. We just had a Saturn-Mars conjunction in sidereal Aquarius, so it got hit pretty hard. This is innovation. It's also the place where a lot of the eclipses and Saturnian placements that bring us technology like AI, computers, things like that. So this is the area that they're having you focus on: innovation, technology, really expanding the way that you see the world in a very Uranian kind of way. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is who you are and what they're trying to create you to be. And I love the snow leopard in this photo as well. The princess
Yeah.
of winter. You're inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may be difficult to hear. So this is some of the shadow work that I see going on. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. And if you look in the card, I love, they're telling me that you
Yes.
need to look up snow leopards. There's something about the life of the snow leopard that you can learn from this situation, as that is a companion animal for you. I also got the strength card with the lion in it. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
feline energy around you and spirit that can help you through some of this stuff. So I hope that was helpful. Take on a more mental versus, because that's what Aquarian and the swords are all about. Take on a more mental approach to your situation and you'll do much better. And just be aware that you have all the tools you need. And don't let those wounds from the past affect your ability to move forward with ease and grace. Okay, Louise, I hope that was helpful, sweetheart.
Absolutely. And it, as you started reading, the first card that I got was this one, and it says, you can do hard things.
Yes.
So yes, absolutely. You can, whatever is coming at you, it's not impossible. You can handle it. You just, you may be a little apprehensive because it may take you a moment to find your footing, but once you do, you can absolutely handle this. Okay. The next card that I got was the get lost. And get lost doesn't mean as in get lost. At the bottom of this says, allow yourself to go deep into your imagination. Okay, so go back and allow the imagination to have a little bit of freedom and see where it takes you. Sometimes some of our best ideas come out of our imagination, out of we're thinking about one thing, and then all of a sudden a solution to something that we've been dealing with comes up in that. So excuse me, I also pulled some tarot cards, and I got the Three of Pentacles. I got the Nine of Wands, which is the same thing that Michelle got, and I got the Three of Swords. So I've got a couple threes here, which let me turn on the light here. Okay, and the threes are all about keeping you in the right direction, helping you to make right choices, and so on. The the Nine of Wands, yes, that is like the well, it is the wounded warrior. So don't look back at some of the choices that you have made um and feel like you're not able to move forward from those choices. You can. They're just being highlighted. And what Spirit is saying is, okay, you know what? Maybe in the past you didn't have all the information that you needed in order to make the right choice. Now you have all the information. So be comfortable in moving forward. Now you know more. Now you can do better. Right. So this is, I think this is really encouraging in terms of, just letting you know that you can handle this. Excuse me. You've got you've got all the tools at hand. So just believe that you can handle this, and you'll never know how strong you are until you kind of test those boundaries, and you'll surprise yourself. You really will. So, all righty. I hope, Louise, that is helpful. And next we go to Amanda Carrion, who is also a member. There you go. And Amanda, may I have a reading for the summer, please, and thank you. Absolutely. Yeah.
I got the perfect summer card for you. I got the Queen of Wands.
Yeah.
So, and this is the after tarot. So what really, really stood out to me was the cat looking at the salamander. You see that? He's looking at it like he's about to jump, and she's not
Yeah.
paying attention. And so that's the first thing that came out to me when I pulled the card was, what is Amanda not paying attention to that needs to be looked at a little bit more? I got the second house of savings. You're going to need to, for entertainment purposes only, you're going to need to reallocate your finances a little bit. Okay. There's a lot of things happening structurally in the financial world right now. They are going more along the lines of automation, which is exposing us to a lot more vulnerabilities. So anything that you can do to protect your finances right now is recommended. Again, for entertainment purposes only, June of this year and March of 2025 have a lot of 2008 vibes to it. Okay. So just guard your money, guard your identity, because there's a lot going on there. I also had a dream that the next world war is going to be very, how do I say this, digital. I mean, it already is, because we're dealing with that with China and Russia, et cetera. But digital is another where you can protect your savings, because that's where a lot of these things are. Then I got the Two of Autumn. This is the same as the Two of Pentacles. So you're going to find yourself juggling a little bit over the summer. Okay. Bring fun into everything you do is the first thing on the card. So make sure as you're making these changes and you are protecting your finances, because like I said, June of 2024 is a little bit dicey. So just be aware of that. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs and exceptional talent for multitasking. So use that beautiful Queen of Wands energy to put your focus on the salamander that's about to be eaten. Okay, that's the main thing that they showed me. Once you do that, once you've guarded your savings and you've taken care of all of those things and you've balanced all those balls, I got the Four of Winter. Make sure to take out time for rest, because it's going to be a lot of activities going on at once with that Two of Autumn. Set aside your concerns. You can make a decision later. Solutions will come from meditation. You're going to need time for more sleep or even a vacation. Okay, just to kind of clear your mind a little bit and get it in the right spot. After you take that rest, you're going to be a lot more assertive. You're going to have to set those beautiful boundaries. Just like I said at the beginning, my My ex was a thief. I sent up a bunch of boundaries about 10 years ago, and now it's really hard to get to me. Okay, they're asking you to do that too, and it's really hard to get to this woman too. This is another Wands card.
Yeah.
So be assertive when it comes to this. Don't back down from what you believe and courageously stand up for yourself and your assets. Okay. And then I got you an affirmation card to take into the summer. This is, I am on a journey. Every step of life's journey is an important adventure. I breathe in the pleasure of increased awareness that I am filled with infinite energy that animates my life and everyone around me. And I breathe out fear of newness. Now, when we go through these like times of a lot of activity, times of rest, and times of defense, make sure that you, one, are doing that rest and taking that time, but know that this is all a journey and that there are times to relax and there are times to put forth effort. So just avoid burnout is what I got when I pulled this card. Okay. Take it slow. All right. I hope that was helpful, Amanda.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I start off with there is hope ahead. So whatever you might have been seeing as a bit of a burden or something that has been a little bit of a challenge, things are going to get better. And it says, yeah, take courage, take heart. You know, things are very hopeful. And again, I got the you can do hard things card, and I did shuffle. So this tells me it's kind of a message for everyone that you're stronger than you think you are. And you won't know until your back is up against a wall just what you can handle that you think, you know, maybe I can't. Also, Amanda, I get practice freedom and release any weight of judgment. So if you've been carrying around some of that, um, the emotional burden that maybe others have put on you about yourself, that they have told you things about yourself that you have taken on and you believe them to be true when maybe they're not. So let that go. And the next card literally is let it go. Right. So what no longer serves you, there is no place, no space in your life for things that no longer serve you. And that's the message at the bottom is let go of what no longer serves you. I also pulled the Two of Cups, and I also pulled the Eight of Cups. And cups are all about their emotion, their they're the water element, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and again, also got the Two of Pentacles. And that's so last time we had 2 3s. This time we have 2 2s. And that incredible. And yet, 2s are all about a hope, harmony, balance, commitment, trust, and so on. So whatever you're dealing with emotionally, just know that you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to put a period at the end of whatever it is that is bothering you right now. So yeah. And Catalina, questions are closed. I did close them a little while ago, but you did. Okay, Catalina, go ahead and post your question because you did give Michelle a sticker. So yeah, you go ahead and post your question and I'll take it. But in the meantime, yeah, questions are closed. And because we've got 13 more to go and we're already at 29 minutes. So,
Time flies.
Okay. Sorry?
I said time flies. Oh my goodness.
I know. I know. It feels like we just started. Okay. Linda H is also a member, so she's going. And she would like to know, do you see me getting a new or better car soon? I have a 5-speed. I need an automatic. Okay. Oh, no, Catalina. go ahead. I'm sure that, yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Linda H, the first card I got for you is Virgo. You're going to have to think very bureaucratically about this purchase. Okay. Virgos, they are masters at keeping boundaries. They keep our material world safe. They're the paper pushers. We need those people.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're the people who keep the wolves away from the flock. Okay. So there's some boundaries, there's some security there. Then I got the sixth house, which is ruled by Virgo. This is service to others. This is boundaries. This is a very protective house. It's also about your daily routine. So you need to see this from the perspective of, how will this purchase improve my daily routine? And what boundaries do I need to set with myself and others to make this move forward? I asked what the solution to the problem was, and I got 10th house of career. So there might be something linked to the career that you might ask for more money, or you might change careers, or you might take on a second job, something like that to finance that. But if the car is for your job or career or for service to others, it will be supported by spirit. That's the main energy that I got. So then I went to my cards, my tarot, and I was like, why did I get this card? Because they said, Linda will know. Okay. I got the two of cups. Okay. So you can see that the man is wearing a rose crown that symbolizes passion. The woman is wearing a laurel wreath. That's victory and honor. There's a lion above here. That's Leo. There's Scorpio water that embodies the union of imposing forces, primal instincts. There's a caduceus at the top of intertwined serpents. That's a symbol of Mercury. It represents peace and balance and emerging from conflict. So I don't know who this other person is, but they can help you. Okay. So this is someone who has a lot of mutual respect with you. Your cat clearly likes being in and around this person if you have a cat or a dog. And but this imagery points to a primal drive for a connection of like a best friend lover kind of energy. And it's also symbolizes a journey of your spirit seeking a physical manifestation, okay, which would be the car in this case. So you might have to reach out to a friend for this, for a little bit of help here. Okay, this is someone you're very close to. I'm retired, or it's just for everyday use. Okay, so it would need to be of service or linked to a career for spirit to support it. That's what they told me. That's just, I don't, that's just the main thing. I mean, even if you're volunteering, they'll support that because that's sixth house energy. Okay.
Yeah.
I did get the 8 of winter. This is the 8 of swords. The situation that you're in right now, all of the things that you see in your way are an illusion. You can push through them. All of the tools are there. You have what it takes. Just believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence is keeping you from getting what you want. So I think that when I get the lack of self-confidence, that's a lot of 10th house energy, how you shine in the world. And the 6th house is, how we show up for others. So I think that, that's kind of the little missing element that I'm seeing. So I did pull another card, and I got a really positive one. I got the star. This is all about looking to the future. With hope and optimism, the power of faith can move mountains. Happy changes will bring relief from challenging times. So I would reach out to that mutual partner or best friend, someone that you have like a Kundalini tight relationship with, and ask them for a little bit of help. And then maybe look into some volunteer or like a side career type of opportunity that would require a car. And that would open the door for spirit. I did get one affirmation card for you to finish. Same one as the last person. I am on a journey. And this is 3 different decks, guys. So
Yeah.
if I get a card more than once, it's for everyone. I
Yeah.
am on a journey. Every step of life's journey is an important adventure, just like being in your car. I breathe in the pleasure and increased awareness that accompanies my travels. I am filled with infinite energy that animates my life and everything around me. I breathe out fear of newness. Okay, so you've got some beautiful new things coming your way. Obviously, I can tell you what kind of car to buy based on your chart. It's in the D16. So if you ever want to get a reading, I can tell you what kind to get. If it's Nandi, if it's Brahma, if it's Vishnu, and whether or not it's blessed when you're ready.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd say it's a big yes. You just have to make a few changes to your environment, and it's coming your way. So best of luck,
Yeah.
Linda. I'm excited for you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Harley. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. I got to point out, I would go to the oracle first, but I got to point out I also pulled 3 tarot cards, and once again I got 2 sixes. So
And I pulled the 6th house in Virgo, which is
yeah,
6.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when when the last one came out, I thought, oh, come on. Like, really? Okay. So sixes are all about angels trying to communicate with you. They are they're they are kind of talking to you. Um, you just have to pay attention to what it is that they're saying. And sometimes, don't try to interpret it too much. It's if you get a feeling that you need to do something or go a certain way, just go with that. Just follow that. Because if you do that, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, you're moving to calmer waters. Things are getting better. Things are progressing sort of as they should. And I end with the 10 of Cups. So that is, kind of happy family, happiness, fulfillment, all that good stuff. In the oracles, I got accept what is. And I thought that the message with that particular card was, be grateful for the car that you have. And every time you think of it or you get in it, say, I'm grateful for this vehicle. I'm grateful that I can use this car to get me from point A to point B, and so on. Because that will just bring in a little more, it will bring in a little more energy that is going to help you with being able to transition to another vehicle. I also get breathe in. And the message at the bottom is practice breathing work today. So don't sweat it. Don't worry too much about it. You have already sent out the intention that you would like to have an automatic. So, whether you get a new car or a new to you car, leave that up to the universe. You just say, I'm grateful for the new automatic vehicle that has come my way, and take it from there. And remember that you are worthy. Sometimes, we tend to talk ourselves out of things that we know we should do because we think that we're being foolish in our expenses, or that we're being foolish in wanting something. Why do I need a new vehicle? I already have one that'll get me from point A to point B, but it's a standard. So now I want an automatic, and all that. Just know that you're worthy of having the things that you would like to have, and that's perfectly all right. So I like these cards for you. It says, you're doing okay. You're be grateful for what you have, and you're going to have more to be grateful for. So that's what I get. I hope that's helpful, Linda.
And Linda, this is just a side note. You might have to find yourself sitting on your left foot. That was my experience switching. So, because I've driven stick shifts my whole life, and then I went into automatic, and it was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I did when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And for a good portion of my life, yeah, it was standard. I loved standard.
Mm.
And then, yeah, the last vehicle that I bought, I thought, no, I'm going automatic. I'm tired of working. I just want to be able to sit back and cruise.
There you
So,
go. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. An automatic drive. Oh, what was I missing out on?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. And all right. So Sherry just wanted to say no question, just a thank you to everyone who offered prayers for safe travel. I will regale y'all with the trip this Saturday for our night hour show. Some stuff will blow your mind. There
Well,
you
Sherry,
go.
that was in the middle of eclipse season. There was a Saturn-Mars war going on. Mercury was retrograde. A lot of stuff going on. So you're not alone, honey.
Yeah.
I'll try to make it.
Yeah. Exactly. And you know what? You've got You got a story to tell. Can't wait till Saturday.
Hmm.
So can't wait to hear all about it. And you're more than welcome. Okay. So Teacher Barbara would like to know if her marriage is karmic.
Yes. I was wondering who this was for. Yes, it is. Wow.
Okay.
First card I got, you're here to work on your communication together. And Mercury's retrograde right now. It might affect your relationship more so than other relationships, especially when it comes to miscommunications. I asked what the imbalance was because usually, if it's a karmic relationship, which almost all relationships we have are karmic, they're either karmic or dharmic, just depends on why they're there, but everything's karmic. I got Leo, how you shine, how you project yourself. And then I got Libra. And I'm like, well, this has to do with a marriage or a relationship. Because whenever I get Libra and Leo, someone feels like one person is king or queen and the other person feels like they have to make all of the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an imbalance in this department. The scales are a little off balance, and your communication and the way that you communicate with your partner can kind of help you out with a little bit of this. Okay, Barbara? Okay. So the first card I got was the Justice card. This is excellent. You're here to basically create this balance in each other's lives. And it came up upright. So that's an excellent card to get. This is the energy I got for the situation. I got the Prince of Roses. You can be proud of yourself and your reputation. Um, don't be shy or ashamed of who you are and where you've come from. This is a pioneering card. The Prince of Roses is a doer. He's very passionate. So this is a card. It's like a green light for developing some venture, maybe together in your marriage. But you can take calculated risks within this relationship. But they're saying don't overanalyze how things are working is the main thing that they're saying. And don't look back. They're also saying that it's time to start fresh new things in your relationship and spend time with new people that will stimulate you and bring up new things that you guys can work on with together. Okay. This is the major block. Big breath. You're carrying around too much. This is very, very common in Western relationships right now, Eastern relationships, modern relationships. They're everywhere. Whether you are an Indian woman whose parents want you to become a doctor and start having children immediately, or you're an American woman who just got her master's degree and they're wondering, why aren't you like pregnant with a full house yet? There's a lot of stuff going on women in the world right now. We're very stressed out as a gender. So overwork and over responsibilities are preventing you from having a clear view of your relationship. Okay. This is a good time because you can persevere and concentrate, but you're working way too hard. Okay. It's interfering with your attention or the affection that others are expecting from you. And if you can't stop the demands, then I would try to just conserve your energy and pace yourself through this. If it's not going to get done, it's not going to get done. Okay. When at work, they're saying you're overcommitted and it's leading to strain. They're saying take little breathers out every single day to let others know that you love and care about them, and you're self-nurturing yourself too. If you're feeling trapped or restricted, that's just only going to delay you from making important decisions regarding your relationships. And exhaustion is only going to further impede your judgment. Okay. You're doing too much. All right. Yep, thought so. Okay, good. Well, you're also a teacher. I work this one too, so I already know you're doing too much. Okay. So, and of course you're a teacher, and I got the I am learning card, but see how the fish are going with the water and not against it? That's what spirit wants you to do. Much can be learned from everyone and everything, even the nets that try to ensnare us. That's other people's responsibilities. They're trying to put them on you.
Yeah.
Don't take them. A lot of teachers and empaths do that, including me. You got to set those beautiful boundaries. Okay, Barbara? I breathe in the wisdom that the flow of nature is offering me. Go with the flow of the stream. I am filled with the desire to learn all I can about life and my place in it, and I breathe out ignorance. Okay, so you're learning. A lot of this is communicative, but you need to communicate your needs, especially if you're taking on too much, and you need to share the responsibilities with others. What I did in my classroom was I had my I basically set it up in a very mental way to where my TA did some work, I did some work. When it came to my marriage, we had like just responsibilities that we have, like, for instance, if there's something in the bathroom that needs to be cleaned, I know that's my responsibility. If the dishes are out, I made dinner, he cleans the dishes. Trying to find like a give and take in your relationship and communicating that in a loving way is really going to help you ease some of the stress that I see because you're carrying way too much. Okay. I hope that was helpful, sweetie. And I'm sending you lots of love. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She says, yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I
And
bet.
absolutely. Okay. So I start off with today is the day. And the message here is it is time to begin the journey. And this is the journey into Barbara, the journey getting to know and honoring Barbara for who and what she is, because today is the day to choose yourself, right? It says, do not deny your importance. You have a role to fulfill. You are not just a teacher. You are not just someone's wife. You are a whole sentient being that deserves to feel as important as anyone else. And just like you do your best to try to make your students feel important, remember to keep some of that back for yourself, because you deserve that as well. I also got say yes. And this is now is the time to be open and receive. So if you need help, it's not a sign of weakness to say, I can't do this all on my own. I need help. And just bring that in. Don't forget to ask for help, and then go inward. And it is time to connect with your inner child. So, you have been a responsible person and an adult for a good bit. It's time to remember what it was like to be young and to play and to just kind of explore and get back to some of that same excitement. I also pulled the tarot and I got the Fool, and that is just believe that you are supported and you are worthy of receiving everything that you think you should be receiving. You are worthy of that. So have faith that if you take that next step, and if you believe in yourself, that you are going to be supported. I also got the Six of Pentacles. And to me, the Six of Pentacles, it very much reminds me of the each according to his needs. So your needs are going to be fulfilled. Whatever it is that you need is going to be granted to you. So in terms of, as I've drone on and on and on, in terms of, is your marriage karmic? Yes, it is. And you need to allow yourself to recognize that you are a worthy half of this union, and you have as much of a say in what happens as anyone does. You're a partner in this. You're not a follower, right? You're doing this together. So I hope that resonated with you. So
And Barbara says, this is a big one for me. He's way older. Just because he's older doesn't mean he can't help. My husband's 33 years older than me. That's not an excuse not to do housework.
yes,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Hey, guys, yeah, you'd be amazed at how many people are just waiting to be asked to give you a hand. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Take them up on it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, let me make sure that I don't have any other. Okay, Catalina would like to know, uh, headed what direction is she headed in applying for work? I headed in right direction. We're applying for work.
You're
I
not
think that,
headed. Yeah. So you're not headed in the right direction, Catalina. And then I'll show you why. Um, the first card I got was the fifth house. This is the house of children and creativity. So this tells me that this is an area where you shine, and that's beautiful, very creative.
oh, okay, Catalina, got you.
Okay, gotcha. So you might be okay. But then I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The money isn't great there. Okay, so whatever you're looking at, whatever direction you're going into, it's not going to monetarily be the best for you, because I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Then I got the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, so this might not be the right fit the way that you're looking, because Wands is all about action. It's passion. It's what we do to benefit ourselves and others in our society, okay, in a very active kind of way. So the action isn't there, the finances and the security aren't there. And then I got the Three of Wands reversed. So what this tells me is, okay, I was asking where I'm applying for jobs. Should I be heading toward, or where I should be orienting? We are not in the right direction right now, because if this were upright, he's
Yeah.
actually he's putting his falcon out there and he's going, hey, let's find some wonderful opportunities. They're
Yeah.
saying that because this came upside down, a wonderful opportunity may be missed or squandered. So you need to pay better attention. There's a new job that is not being valued properly, or it's being overlooked entirely. They're showing this to me. Be faithful in this job. Wow. Okay. They're saying put this job ahead of your friends, your family, or even your children, or pay the consequences. Like, this is going to be a lot for you to take on. Okay. Broadening your knowledge about the world and its people can help you avoid a lot of missteps when stepping into this. And they're saying, do not be passive, be assertive in your search and in your interviews as well, and seize the day, because resolution may not come soon or easily when this is upside down. Okay. Don't waste time with people who don't take responsibility for their own actions, and don't be one of those yourself. Okay. That's the main thing that I'm getting from the guides. Not the best cards, but I did get some solutions for you. Okay, Catalina? There will be a resolution to your difficulties. I got the 10 of Winter. Okay, this is the same as the 10 of Swords. So a resolution to difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of a addiction or a codependency can take place with this energy as well. Okay, so that's a little bit of a block that's going to be released. Yay, we love it when that happens. And this is the main advice from your guides. Okay, Catalina, I got the 8 of Autumn. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, or long-term projects. This is the same as the 8 of Coins, and he's literally working on a coin. So they're saying, go back to school, get some chops. Just to give you an idea, my job last year, 8 hours of work now takes me 25 minutes because I've gone to AI training. Look into it, because you don't want to get passed for a position or a job because you don't have the chops for it. The AI revolution is here, and unless you get on it, you will be passed up by someone who knows how to use this software, because bean counters are all about the most for the least. So I hope that was helpful, sweetie. I know that wasn't the best news, but there's some more training that needs to be there. And I know you're waiting to hear back from that job that you like, but it might not be the best fit for you based on all of those reversals that I got. Okay, I hope that was helpful. And I know that Marina has great cards for you. I'm sending you lots of love, sweetie.
Absolutely. Okay. The first card that I got says, write a letter. And this says, write a letter to your inner child. Let your inner child know that it is okay, it is safe, and it will know what to do, sort of going forward. I also got the be present. And I think that what that is talking about is, you need to have a clear idea of what it is, what kind of position it is that you're looking for, and what it is that you want to be doing. Because if you're kind of a little wishy-washy, and you're not sure, and well, this could be, I could make this work, I could be happy, it's not going to work out, because I also got the 10 of Swords. So be careful if you don't set your or sorry, the 10 of Swords. The other one was the 8 of Swords, and this is where you're kind of a situation of your own making, in that you're limiting yourself in what you want to do and what you're willing to do, so that, yes, if there is a good opportunity, because it's not exactly what it is that you're looking for, you're going to say, no, I'm not interested in that. when that could be the position that you would be very happy with, and it could offer a lot of growth. And again, yeah, you do not have to go it alone. And yeah, that this is reach out for support in this time. So this is maybe look at some of the other people that are around you that are working in fields that that you would like to be in, and find out from them what it is that what kind of skills you should have. Find out what courses they took, how they got to where they are, and then take a look and see where you can add to your resume, where you can take it and yeah, just add more. So I hope, Catalina, I hope that resonated with you. So okay, and so we do this and we do that, and okay. Artist Liz would like a reading. You're welcome, Catalina.
Okay, Liz, if you're looking at making yourself known in a foreign land or country, that's supported. So I got the 10th house, that's career. Then I got Sagittarius, which is the guru, which rules the 9th house. And then I got the 9th house of long distance travel. So this is a lot of Chiron energy. Chiron was what we call the wounded healer. And he's associated with Jupiter and our 9th house. And he was the Sagittarian figure here. And he left his home, his place of home, his culture, to travel the world and find remedies for various illnesses. And then he brought them back home and healed everyone. So I have a feeling that you're on some type of a journey where you're going to go outside of your country of birthplace, or take some kind of long distance travel and turn that into some type of a career. At least that's what Spirit is pointing out to me. So I went to my creativity oracle and I asked what that looked like. And I got 4 cards for you in order. And the words I got for you are direction, reflection, secrets, and then start. So let's start with the direction card. You see the heron is going in one way and she's going in the other. Switch gears, reboot, try a new and different direction. They have you going abroad. Okay, that's the main thing that I see. Then take some time out for reflection. Time to focus, balance, reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right actions. I'm in the process of doing this as well. My husband and I are looking at different countries just in case someone gets elected. And and yeah. And so I do something called astro mapping. And it turns out India and Thailand are like amazing for me. So we're looking at those areas and we're going on YouTube and we're doing research. So that's something that you can do. Takes out some time for reflection. Maybe you start researching some places where you feel that you can really progress with your career. Okay. Keep it a secret. That's the first thing I got. This is a beautiful hawk, red-tailed hawk, and he's under the moon here. Conceal plans and actions from those who are not ready to accept you as you are. There could be friends or family that are against this idea. That goes against your soul purpose. Don't share it with them. Okay, that's what your guys are saying. And then you'll be ready to start. And the horse is represented by Ashwini and Shatabishak in the Vedic astrology. And so this is a very dynamic, energetic, and healing energy. So you must start from where you are, examine your situation, and just take a chance. So I got choose a new direction, reflect on where that needs to be, keep it a secret, keep it to yourself, and then start the process of, you know, whether it's getting your visa, getting whatever you need to get this ready and together. Okay. Whew, that was very specific from Spirit. I don't know if you've been thinking about a long distance trip or what, but they were really clear about that. This is who you are. Okay. Because I went to my my affirmation cards and this one flew out. I got the goddess of compassion. I have faith in miracles to bless and protect me. Use this gift when life seems pointless or without hope. The realization that all things must end can sometimes make life seem not worth the effort. So you're making a shift. That's the change in direction. However, the miracles of our everyday life suggest that other miracles that we are unaware of are all around us. Rest assured that the goddess loves you and would not make you endure anything in life without meaning. We're also going through something called Vasant Navaratri right now. It's the return of the goddess after the long winter. And my husband and I, we do some ceremonies and mantras around that. And today it's Goddess Gowri. And one thing that really pointed out to me is finding the balance within your inner goddess as you go along this journey. And Goddess Gowri is the lighter form of Kali. Goddess Kali is a destroyer. She's smeared with ash and blood. She chops up demon heads and eats them. Okay. And then you have Gowri. She's domesticated. She's cultured. She's refined. She's a golden goddess. But in any of the Puranas or Upanishads or any of the different stories about the divine feminine come out, Gowri in her more beautiful, civilized, loving mother form will literally unzip her face and turn into Kali and destroy demons. So there's a need to balance those two sides of yourself as you go out in the world, especially if you're taking this journey on a more solo aspect in certain points they're showing me. So don't be afraid to defend yourself and set up those big, beautiful boundaries when you're out there as well. Okay. This is the last card I got for you. Optimism. I see the good in everything I see. Is your bottle half full or half empty? Of course, it is both. You can either see a lack or rejoice in whatever fullness you are blessed with. A positive attitude is crucial if you want to live well and heal. So there's some healing that's going to go along with the changes and direction that you're making in your life, but know that they're for your best, and your divine feminine, that beautiful goddess of compassion, is being nurtured in you. But just make sure to balance out both sides of that, because tough love is still love. That's what they just said. Okay. I hope that was helpful, artist Liz.
Perfect. And I started off with choose yourself today. And again, that's the second time this has come out. So it's kind of a message for the collective. Choose yourself. Pay attention to your wants, your needs, what it is that you want, things that are going to make you happy. And then be present. Be in the moment. Pay attention to what is happening when you're where your thoughts are taking you and what it is that you're daydreaming of, and so on. It's time to also listen to your inner child has got something to say, and it's trying to communicate that with you. So listen to what that is. And if that is a longing to maybe go somewhere else, to do something else, to go on an adventure, to whatever, listen to that. And just think of the possibilities if you were to do that. You could always give it a try. If you don't like it, you can always come back. But it's easier to go on a journey and return home than it is never to have gone on the journey and regret not having taken it when you had the opportunity. So listen to that, to the inner child, and speak to yourself with kindness. Right? We're always sort of conscious of how we speak to other people. You are an other person too. So be kind to yourself. Be kind with the words that you use to describe yourself, and speak positively to yourself about the things that are good in your life, that are positive in your life. I also pulled some tarot cards, and I got the Hermit, and this kind of reminded me about choosing yourself and be present. Go dig deep and see what it is that your heart is desiring at the moment, and know that if you take steps to make that a reality, the path will be lit for you. And be ready to make a quick decision, because I also get the Chariot, and that I think that if this is where you want to go, I think it's going to come in pretty fast. So yeah, I hope that is helpful to you. Okay. And let me see. Okay. And let me take that out. And okay. Marby, are you here? Just want to double check. let me know if you're here, because I know we've lost a few people. So, and thank you, Lightfoot. That was very kind of you. I appreciate that very much. So, Marby, if you're here, if you can just let me know. And yeah, Marby, yes. Okay. And Marby would like to get a reading. So, is there anything in particular, Marby, that you'd like us to take a look at? Because I'm getting the feeling that you have a particular question in mind, but you're hesitant to ask because you may not like to hear the answer.
I'm getting the same cards, Marina. There's some
Yeah.
fogging and some shadow work that's going on.
Yeah.
So the first card I got was Neptune, which means there's some disillusionment going on in your life. You're not seeing things clearly. If you look at Neptune's eyes, you can see what he does. You see how they're clouded? Those are those beautiful Neptunian rose-colored glasses there, okay? So you're being fogged in some area. I asked what area that was. I got the third and ninth house. They're 180 degrees from each other. So this could involve your nodes. Okay. The nodes are the south and the north because they're 180 degrees apart, or two planets that are inimical to each other. But it involves your communications, and it also involves higher education and travels. If you look at the third house energy card, that's all about neighbors, communications, telephone calls, emails, how we communicate within our locality. The ninth house is how we expand our horizons, long distance travels, learning a new language, things like that. There's an imbalance or a fogging here. Okay. So, oh, and thank you, Liz. That's very sweet of you. So I asked what the block was, Marby, and I got the King of Wings reversed. This is the same as the King of Swords reversed. Okay. If you only fantasize but don't take the time to develop your skills, your ingenuity, and your self-esteem, a lot of frustration and defensiveness are going to cause you trouble right now. Okay. So be careful not to get dragged into any fights because you may not win them. All right. And they're saying that's because the person that you're having a disagreement with likes to fight. Okay. And you don't. So it's not going to be good. All
Yes.
right. You may have some tense words with each other, like a battle of wits, but this person has got a silver tongue. Okay. So you may fight over maybe some incompetence, or you can bring some work frustrations home that can trigger some of these dysfunctional behaviors, especially amongst family members, things like that. I'm just seeing some infighting going on because of words. So watch out for any destructive tendencies, and stay away from aggressive or like eccentric type people, and make sure that you're not doing this yourself. Okay. The reason for this is there is a lack of skill set going on because I got the Magician reversed. They're saying don't push it. Okay. There's a reason for concern, but the magic isn't there to make things work right now. Okay. There's a reluctance there. There's some fear there. There's some doubts from just some past incidences that took place, that's stopping you from taking the first step, or anyone from really going forward in this. Both people involved are going to need a lot more assurance from the other, and there needs to be some kind of mutual understanding before anything can move forward. Otherwise, it's just there's a lot of disillusionment and just fogginess around this. Okay, you may discover that you don't have the energy or resources to solve this problem favorably, especially right now, because the tools are not in the toolkit. Okay, so know that even though this problem it appears very powerful, they're actually weak and afraid of having their weakness discovered. Okay, so work on your resolve to stay positive as you go through this, and instead of retreating into kind of unhealthy habits or anything like that, or sadness or rejection, try to, again, welcome new opportunities and light into your life. Okay. You might even want to get involved in a class or a seminar that can provide you with a little bit more on this, or contacting a mentor or something, but you don't have the energy to deal with this because this is the energy card and it's upside down. Okay. So I asked what was going on, and my affirmation cards confirmed that you are doing some shadow work. Okay. See those boulders coming off the mountain? I bravely face my shadow self. Encounters with our ever-present shadow side can cause anxiety and self-doubt, weaken our resolve, and poison relationships with suspicion. The problem is not that we are bad, but that we think we are. So you're going to have to change the way that you see yourself. I'm seeing that this is a little bit of the block going on. Clearly, Neptune is fogging the way that you communicate and travel and connect with others. So I asked, what's the solution here? And the affirmation set gave me one. I got dream. Okay. My dreams and daydreams can change my world. Our dreams help us create our material reality as surely as our material reality helps us create our dreams. Get plenty of rest so that you'll be strong enough to make your dreams come true. When I saw this, if you're struggling with insomnia or just really crazy dreams right now, know that the North Node is going through Pisces and it's affecting a lot of light workers. So doing grounding exercises, maybe getting involved in a class that helps you stay a little more tethered to your purpose can help you through this energy that I see running through you. Okay. And again, you can always contact me for remedies. I'm full of them because I've been through some stuff. So I'm sending you lots of love, Marby, and come back and let us know how you're doing. Okay, sweetie?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And welcome, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, a new member. Yay. Yay. Okay. Yeah, what I got for you, Marby, was emotions are the reflection. And that is that if you are being triggered by someone, if you feel yourself reacting to someone, rather than go on the defensive and try to kind of either explain or whatnot, just stop and think for a moment. What is it about the situation that is triggering me? What is it about this that I need to look at? Because sometimes, yes, the emotions that we feel are a reflection of something that we need to work on, and the other person is simply there to kind of act as a foil to show us what it is that we need to work on. And I think that some of this has to do with you feeling a little stifled and a little it's like you've been giving and giving and giving, and you're getting to the point that you're thinking, okay, I got to stop. Like I can't give you what I don't have. It's like your cup is empty, right? So you need to kind of replenish that. And one of the ways to do that is run wild. Let your inner child run wild. Go exploring. Go do something that's going to make you happy, and that is going to make your inner child happy. And know that it is never really the end, right? What you are seeing as kind of ending, something that you think that you might be giving up forever, it's you aren't really. You're giving something up temporarily, but you're going to get something more in return. I got the Fool for you as well, and I love that. That kitty cat is just laying there, going like, "Yeah, whatever, whatever." Know that you are supported in what it is that you want to do. Pay attention to the ideas that come to you, and know that you are financially, you're on much better footing than you think you are. And things are going to work out, not only financially, but I think you're going to start to feel physically, you're going to start to feel a little better as well with the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I think you just need to pay attention to whatever is being reflected back to you and use that as a tool. And yeah, I do agree with Michelle. If you're trying to get into a battle of wits with someone, don't bother. They see this as kind of like a competitive sport. They're not doing it to be right or wrong. They're doing it simply because they can. And yeah, don't give in to that. So I hope that is helpful, Marby. And yeah, thank you very much, artist Liz. Yeah, she said, I made a lot of changes lately with toxic people in my life. I've been so drawn to California for years, and I'm working on my first book. Excellent. And a new series of goddess and spiritual paintings. Good for you. Good for you. And if if California's calling, pick up the phone, answer the call. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you, Marby. That is very, very generous of you. Okay. And okay, Steve Watts. Mickey, are you here? If you can just let me know if you're here. I know you mentioned earlier you were having trouble with posting in my chat, which is unusual, but I'm not surprised because I kept seeing the number of people that were in here just dropping. And I thought, did I say something wrong? So yes. Okay. Mickey is here. Yeah. Quickie reading on relationship, etc. Leo, Sun, Pisces, rising, Vedic, and Western Moon.
I was wondering what was going on because I got Leo and Pisces. Okay.
Okay.
I got Leo, I got Pisces, I got the lovers, I got a lot of stuff going on about your relationship. So this is great. Thank you, Mickey. All right.
Perfect.
So this is you guys. I was wondering because I'm like, why am I getting Leo and Pisces? They don't have a whole lot to go with each other, but the Leo is all about shining. It's all about your light. Pisces is incredibly spiritual, go with the flow, watery, empathic kind of personality, whereas Leo is more of the rulership. And so I was like, oh, maybe this is about, no, this is your relationship. So this is you guys. Okay. And then I got the Capricorn card. So this tells me that there is a need for, oh, you've had that problem too. Okay. There's a need for some practicality. What we call this is Artha Yoga in Vedic sciences. Artha Yoga is when we take all of our efforts and our wherewithal and we put it into practical activities. It's like the construction workers. Okay. The people that make all the things 4x4 that make our world work. Okay.
Yeah.
So seeing this from like almost a business-like perspective is going to be helpful to you. I noticed that I did not pull any cards that represent air. Okay. So they have you focusing on the other elements when it comes to your relationship. This is the block that I see. I got the 5 of Autumn. You're going to need to reach out to others for assistance right now. Okay, this is the same as the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, this is not the best card. There's a lot of anxiety. There can be some depression, some despair. There's poor timing for a career change. You can feel really challenged with money issues with this card. As you can see, there's a little fairy that's going up to the door and asking for alms, asking for some help. Okay, and she's happily helping the little boy. Okay, so reach out for help. It's not all on you. Then I got the lovers. So the help will be very, very good for you. This could also be in the form of counseling. I'm getting financial counseling because that seems to be a bit of a block. True love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So if you're struggling in that area, if you seek out a counselor or someone that can kind of step in and help you with that block that I found, that would be great. Once you address that block, Mickey, I got the 10 of gems. It's the same as the 10 of pentacles. And I pulled it at the same time that Marina pulled it in the last reading. So it just happens sometimes. It came up upright. This is a big yes card. Your true love is destined to be yours sooner than later. Okay. You just have to address some of the, financial anxiety type issues that are creeping up in the marriage.
Yeah.
A relationship that has been built securely from the ground up will survive the test of time. This is my 3 little pigs card. This is the pig that built his foundation with bricks. Okay. So past ties, really rich family traditions are going to offer you a lot of support and protection in your relationship. The seeds you planted will bear fruit once you kind of get away from that anxiety financial piece. And you may establish your own dynasty, but you got to think like a Capricorn, come from a very business Artha Yoga type of mindset, because that's what it needs. Very earthy, very grounded. And your success is assured if you invest conservatively and don't gamble. So think like a Capricorn. Okay. If you don't know how Capricorn thinks, you can Google it or get a session with me or ask another astrologer, okay? This is who you're turning into in this relationship. I got the goddess of courage. I enjoy being independent and taking care of myself. The most healthy relationships that I have seen and been around, including the one that I have with my now husband, are not codependent, because if one of us goes, the other one's going to be okay. We're capable of maintaining our financial, emotional, physiological, all our spiritual needs by ourselves. When we come together, we're a team. So he's got his toolkit, I've got my toolkit, and we're here to work with each other. Okay. So being independent and taking care of yourself is the best thing you can bring to a relationship, because it avoids that codependency piece. Okay. Use this gift when you are lonely or feeling overly dependent or let down by people or circumstances. The best partnerships are a union of self-reliant people who know themselves well and seek to understand and support each other in all ways. If you cannot have that, you are better off being on your own. It will prepare you for new partnerships. So there's something that's not equally yoked here. They call that, and it's a Christian term, where you have two oxen on a yoke, and they each need to be pulling at the same rate. If you have an older oxen and a very young, vibrant oxen, they're going to be going in circles. You're not going to go anywhere. They need to be each pulling at the same rate in order for the relationship to work. So make sure that both of you are independent and can pull your own weights. Otherwise, if one of you goes, it's not going to be good for the other one. Okay. So make sure that even if you're not in charge of maybe the finances or, another area of your marriage, learn more about it. Get those passwords, get those usernames, figure out what's going on, because those are all important, especially as we get older, or if there's some kind of unforeseen event that takes place. Okay. And yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I will have my husband sick the problem.
There you go. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you would. So, yeah. Mickey, what I got for you, the starting off with is, it is never truly the end. And the message here is, beloved, in this, everything will be okay. So you're, what it is that you're looking for, the relationship that you are hoping for, is absolutely on its way to you. You have to allow it to come forth, right? And the message here is, give yourself permission to feel it. And there's, it's almost like you have, you've had some hard knocks, and so you don't want to take the chance again to be kind of bowled over or whatnot. But every relationship is different. So know that this is what is coming is different from what was. Hey, Gerald, nice to see you. And it is okay to be misunderstood. It is okay to have, perception is not always based on the truth. So you don't have to explain to anyone what it is about this person that you find appealing. It doesn't matter whether they find him appealing or not. You're the one that is looking for this. So, and yeah, this feels like it's meant to be, like you're absolutely supposed to be. So once again, I get the Fool, don't, and kind of a message for the perspective, Yeah, look at the perspective for the collective, that sometimes we need to do things on faith, and we have to know that Spirit isn't putting out a test for us. Spirit doesn't do that. They they work on our behalf. And I do think that don't let past relationships come into the new relationship, right? That's in the past. Leave that in the past. Don't let it destroy your future, right? Because yeah, everything is going to work out well. This is going to be a good partnership. So it feels to me like this is something that is coming towards you, and it almost feels like a reward, like the universe has said, okay, Mickey, you deserve this. And so hello, Hilda, and don't worry about misspelling my name. Believe me, I understood what you were saying. Thank you, and welcome. Okay, I hope, Mickey, that resonated with you. And let me see what else we have. All righty. So, Connie B, if you're here, if you can just let me know. We've got Connie B and then Harley. So if you guys can just let me know that you're here. I know Harley, yes, because I think I just saw Harley post a second ago, but yeah, Connie B, if you could let me know that you're here, and we'll read on you next. Otherwise, we'll just go to Harley. Yeah. Yeah. And Harley is here. Okay, just waiting on Connie B for a sec. And Mickey says, yeah, oh yeah, few hundred, but I'm always the optimist. Yeah, often misunderstood. Yeah. Well, exactly. As long as you know what you mean. Yeah. Connie B. Oh, Gerald, I wish I had your telephone. Yes. Connie B, please pick up the white courtesy telephone. Connie B. Okay. Well, I haven't heard from Connie, so let us go to Harley. And if Connie comes in or says hello, then we can go to her. But in the meantime, Harley, may I have a reading? Absolutely.
Okay, Miss Harley, you are one of the most optimistic, positive, beautiful people in the chat. So I'm really excited to give this reading to you. Know that this is coming from love, okay? The first card I got was Neptune. So you're a little fogged in one area. You might be thinking a little too optimistically about something. And so I went to my cards and they said it's the 7th house of relationships. So there's something fogged that you may not be seeing. And what I got was kind of like a 7 of cups type of energy. It's like there's a disillusionment going on there, okay? Or just there's an illusion of some kind, okay? So I asked, what was going on relationship wise, and this was the first card that came up upright. Okay, Harley, was I got the King of Wings. This is the use your head, not your heart card. Use your mental faculties. Air is ruled by Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. The Aquarians were the best at detachment and analytical reasoning and thought, to the point where we can be a little weird or cold to others sometimes because we really do like we can be isolated and be happy. Okay. So they're asking you to take your heart out of this and put your thinking cap on, because your mental and mentations can be really, really helpful right now. You're also, they also pointed out that you would be very good in a relationship with someone like this. And I got a strong Aquarian energy when I pulled this out, if you're not in a relationship already. Okay. Okay. Whew. Now this is where I just take a big breath. I got the 10 of Gems reversed. Okay. This is not an easy card to get. This tells me that there's been some instability in this area and that you have done some work to kind of pick up the pieces here. You're close to finding really true foundational love, but there's some security issues that need to be resolved. Okay. You or your partner can feel vulnerable and unprotected, or even smothered by, different rules and structures that are being formed around relationships. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if you're in a relationship, but this is a card of imbalance. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is focus on the more earthy, down to earth, practical aspects of your relationship. If you're too worried about what other people say or do, especially relatives, you need to push that aside for now. Anything legal that goes against you and your support system needs to be addressed or avoided if possible. This is just the reality surrounding wealth status and influences are really burdensome obstacles when it comes to the spirit of kindness and understanding and compromise that you put forth in your relationships. Okay, so there's a bit of a block there. I asked for a little bit more information on this, okay, and I got the 9 of Roses. Unfortunately, it was also reversed, okay? So what they're saying is that there's some self-defeating habits that can also threaten your relationships moving forward, okay? There's some more discipline that's needed because there's a lack of discipline that can cause you to let yourself go. You can sacrifice some long-term goals and for some short-term pleasures. Okay. So too much discipline can make you too rigid that you can't adapt to new information or acknowledge your needs, and too little is going to. So there needs to be a balance here. Okay. This is another imbalance that I see. So don't let other people take advantage of you, and don't become a slave to any habits that come along. Okay. Anything else, guys? Don't give up too soon. And if you feel you can't deal with the pressure or demands of your relationship, take a step back, take a breather, and look at it from a more top-down perspective than an in-between perspective is what they're showing me, a face-to-face. Once you do some of those things, I see things lifting out of the fog for you. Okay. They're going to go fast. I got the 8 of Wands. It's going to come pretty quickly. But then I got the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay. When this happens, you're going to need to acknowledge and process any grief from your past. You're going to have to reflect on what's been lost and how it's occurred. While you're absorbed in any type of sorrow, remain open to helping others in need, but just take your time to heal. That's what the river represents here. And don't overlook any opportunities for new beginnings. Now, and Corinne Kenner made this deck, and in the deck, there's a person drowning in the river behind him here. And she's like, maybe you can help them out. I wrote my own guidebook. Do you. That person was stupid enough to fall in the river and they're hauling out for help. It's not your job to save them. That's my guidebook for this. Okay. This is someone that you've warned again and again and again and again and again, stop playing near the river, and they fell in. You can turn your back on them and walk away. Okay. Because you've done enough. All right. Then I got an affirmation card for you. I support and protect those I care about. We all have an obligation to give our best efforts to support and protect those we care about. We each need to be strong, powerful castles for each other so we can feel safe and able to heal. Don't bring people in your environment that are not making good mental decisions, and make sure that that's not you in the decision-making process as well. If you use your head over your heart, things are going to come to you quickly. But just be aware that there will be people, once you start using your head instead of your heart, they're going to start calling out for help. Don't jump in the water and drown yourself. Okay. They got in them. That's their lesson to learn. That's not your lesson. And that's what I got. I hope that was helpful for you, Harley. And I'm sending you lots of love, sweetie. You're not in an amorous relationship in a super long time, just friends with someone. Cupid has some bad arrows in that bag of his. Okay. Well, that's what the cards were warning you. And yeah,
Yes.
He's shooting it, and it's going to result. And this is the result. So just be aware that it's not your job to save people or fix people. You do you, and avoid any kind of codependency in relationships, because that's really going around right now. Okay. Sending you lots of love, Harley.
Absolutely. And my cards reflect that as well. Again, I got choose yourself today. That's put yourself first. Okay. You have to look after you. It's not your job to save the world. Everybody has to carry their own luggage, and you don't have space to carry yours and everybody else's. So this is encouraging you to go inward and look at maybe some of the motivation and what it is that your ego might be telling you about yourself that isn't true, such as, if you don't help this person out, that means you're a bad person. You're not a good friend if you don't help someone out in need. Well, no, a good friend knows when to step up and when to back off. So, you're, like Michelle said, you do you and let the other person do them. Practice freedom so that you're able to, that if you do decide that you want to step in and help, that it's your choice and you're doing it because you want to and you feel guided to, not because you feel obliged to. Because right now, the cards that I pulled in from the tarot was the devil and the 10 of wands. It's like this is someone is kind of putting an emotional burden on you that you really don't need. Like, well, I can't do it for myself. Can't you help me? You're so good at this. You all, it's like, no, no, you are in this journey or on this journey to learn your lessons. They are on this journey to learn theirs. And sometimes when we try to help people, we are robbing them of the experience of going through that learning process. So as much as it's sometimes difficult to say, sorry, no can do, we're doing it for their benefit. And this is someone who really knows how to push your emotional buttons, really knows what to say to you so that you give in. So be on guard for that, and remember that you are allowed to say no. You are allowed to say no. Carry your own bags. You've been very positive with people for a very long time, that maybe now it's time for them to find their own motivation, their own positive things that they need to deal with. So that's what I get for you. And I think you're you're a pretty strong person. That's why most people are drawn to you, because you kind of have that little this little light of mine. That's kind of you. People can see that about you, and they just want to be able to come to your house and drop their luggage at your door and say, oh, okay, which bedroom is mine? And tell them, no, that doesn't work. So there. Alrighty, I hope that was helpful. Yeah. Alrighty. So we haven't heard from Connie. Okay. There you go. So, wow. That was it for our questions. Here we are, an hour 37 minutes. And man, oh man, did that fly by. Right?
It did. It did. That was wonderful.
It was. And yeah, I think Harley, had made a comment earlier about it, that it was amazing how you and I telepathically were talking about the same thing. And I know what Harley was talking about, and it was funny because we did. Absolutely. I love it when that happens, and it happens a lot.
Too. It does. And it helps that we have the same moon and ascendant. So that helps.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, it does. So thank you, all of you, for having joined us and for spending part of your evening with us. I appreciate it, and I know that Michelle does as well. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's amazing how many people tune into me regularly but don't subscribe. And I know who's subscribed because I can look up all my subscribers. So I kind of know. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you go over to Michelle's channel and you like, share, and subscribe to hers as well. That way you'll be able to get the notifications anytime she puts out a little short, and they're wonderful. You will enjoy them a lot.
Thank you.
So thank you again, Michelle. Can't wait to do this again.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you later.